do it. But look at us now. Hey, look at us. But you know what? We only want that positive energy here at 3 in the Hole podcast. Fresh Fridays, let's go. Man, look here, you can't stop us.
What's good with everybody, man? It's your boy Knowledge. We locking in with another episode of 3 in the Hole podcast.
Yes, sir.
We got Fresh Friday on the menu, man. We got some kings in the building. Entrepreneurs.
Yes, sir.
These guys moving in silence, but they doing their thing. That's the best way to move when you move in silence. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's happening? Drake good. What's good?
For real. For real. Just on a little side note, can you all let the people know who is sitting on the podium tonight with 3 in the Hole?
Hey, man, it's your boy Drake's Fitness, a.k.a. Terrence Drake. You know, this my big brother to my left, man, my inspiration, you know. Taught me everything, basically, you know. But yeah, man, Drake's Fitness, you know, representing just, you know, good movement, you know, good vibes, you know, and, you know, just love, you know, that's what we about.
What's good with Big Bro? How you doing down there?
Man, I'm beautiful, man. Mark, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, man, Drake Fitness, man.
For real. Drake Fitness.
Yes,
I
sir.
see we got the Fiji water on deck.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Fiji.
Yeah,
Or Stygian.
And then we got our favorite. We got the y'all. They came in. See, this what I'm talking about. When you come to 3 in the Hole, man, bless us. You know what I'm saying? Come out here with this, with the Bel Air Rose. Can we get a close up on the Bel Air Rose?
Shout out to Bella, man. Yeah,
Bel Air Rose,
you know, nice casual, you know, nice casual drink. You know, we ain't represent no hardcore liquor. You know, we ain't against it, but you know that ain't what we represent.
So we just shout out some labels, but let's talk about the label that's sitting up here on the stage with all these colors on it.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
What we got sitting up here on the table, fellas. Drake Fitness. Hashtag Drake Fitness. That's what it says on the front of that.
That's me.
The name Drake. Talk to me. Is that legal or is that knowledge?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
You know, it's definitely legal. You know, a lot of people, you know, didn't know me for that, like Drake. You know, a lot of people knew me for my last name being Norwood, but eventually, you know that had to change, you know, due to my dad and things like that, situations of custody battles and things like that. But
For sure.
yeah, man, Drake is my last name, you know.
You went by Norwood for years.
Yeah, you know, I went by Norwood for years. That's my mama's last name, you know. And you know, I love my mama. You
That's
know,
what I'm gonna say. Well, that's
oh
mama.
yeah, that's mama.
You
know.
can't deny that last
Yeah,
name.
all my brothers is Norwoods,
Yeah,
you know,
all
we're
Norwood.
cousins, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all love, but, you know, that daddy blood, that daddy gene is definitely deep. So,
Right.
you know, you are who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
yeah, you know, it's definitely by the blood and the government.
So the reason for Fresh Fridays, everybody out there, man, make sure y'all subscribe and lock into the channel, man. Fresh Fridays is to get an opportunity for entrepreneurs, and we network. It's like a networking cipher. These guys, they do a lot in the area. Can y'all just let us know, like, where y'all start? What did you guys start from? Where did it all start?
Well, I'm originally from the north. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know. All my family that's here, we're originally from the north. You know, we're from Indiana.
Okay.
And, you know, was brought down here at a young age, you know, so we got a little bit of both sides, you know, the best of both worlds, you
Right.
know. A lot of people from the south have not been north, you know, that's what I learned, you know what I'm saying? So to know the different trades from state to state, you know, it's a big deal. You know, the loyalty is different.
Right.
The South is different than the North, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We live by different codes, you know. The North, you know, is more gang related. You know, the South is more cliques and hoods, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's where originally it started. You know, we was brought down here, you know, from our mama. You know, shout out to my mama again, you know, know, she are everything. You know, she the hero. You know, Indiana is the slums. You know what I'm saying? It's really no different from here, but it was different. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and I hear a lot of people say that Indiana is tough. You know, however, we make the best of our situation.
Oh yeah.
Mama knew it wasn't good for you guys to go over there, so she did what she had to do and got you up out of there. You elaborated on gangs and what have you.
Oh yeah.
The positive thing that I see, okay, gangs definitely, you know, we try to rear our children against that.
Right.
Our parents are happier when we're doing things like this. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right.
So even though we got gangs, gang members can look up to entrepreneurs like Drake, you know what I'm saying, and wear this shirt proudly because this man, he pushing his brand. Not only is this his brand, it's a fitness. You do fitness.
Absolutely.
And from the looks of it, you know I could work out, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get it together because when I first started the podcast, I was slim.
Right.
I done picked up since I've been in here doing this.
Right.
So I may need to get with y'all.
Man, listen, health is very important.
Right.
You know, I tell people, like, a lot of people look at me and be like, bro, you in shape, you know, you don't need to work out.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You know, you in shape, you don't need to work out, you know, you look good. But, you know, being in shape it's not about really how you looking all the time.
Right.
You know, it's really about how you eating, you know, how you treating your body, you know, what you doing on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying, like to keep yourself sane.
Right.
You know, all of that is fitness, you know what I'm saying, and I had to learn that. Like, I come from a tough background, and, you know, we had to get it out of mud, you know, do things we want to do, and, you know, as I got older, I wanted to do things that, you know, that took my mind off of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I ended up getting into fitness. But a lot of people don't know, man. They look at me and be like, yo, man, you in shape. And there be times where I'm feeling horrible from, you know, my diet. You know, so diet is everything. You know, I try to put that on my brothers. My brothers at first used to be looking at me like, damn, bro, you know, I can't even drink a certain water.
Right.
I can't even go out to eat and order certain food. But, you know, that's my life. I actually went to college and, you know, learned that. So, you know, I try to push it on people.
You be serious about it too, bro.
When you say you eat your nutrition, like what would be like a daily meal for you, your breakfast?
Breakfast, and I want to say this before I do say that, I don't eat perfect every day.
Of course
You know what I'm
not.
saying?
We all cheat a little bit.
Absolutely. I don't eat perfect every day, but predominantly, I'm eating a healthy meal. You know what I'm saying? If I'm cheating, you know what I'm saying, you'll know that I'm cheating. But breakfast, I'm starting my day off with like oatmeal, turkey bacon.
Okay.
A bowl of fruit, you know what I'm saying? My breakfast to the average person's breakfast is different because I'm up at 5 o'clock.
Right.
You know, so if I'm in the gym at 5 a.m., you know, I have to eat around like 6:37.
Right.
You know, I may have to nibble on something before I go to the gym.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? By 10 o'clock, I'm eating lunch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When a person is average waking up or going to work on that time.
Right.
So it all depends on the day. But if my average breakfast, turkey, bacon, oatmeal, you know, fruit, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Is there anything that you don't eat? Like you stay away from
pork?
Yeah,
Absolutely no pork.
pork.
No pork. I don't eat no pork. And it ain't that it's not good. It just ain't good for you.
It's not.
You know, I
It's
let a lot of people know that because I used to eat pork. I used to love bacon.
Yeah.
But in
I
high
ain't gonna
school,
lie, I had some this morning with some pancakes.
oh, don't do
I
that.
ain't
to
gonna
me.
even lie,
Don't
baby.
do that to
I'm
me.
just gonna keep it 100. You had some too? Okay. Oh, for real. I ain't gonna. But you know what? I'm sorry. We keeping it for real.
Absolutely.
But guess what?
First step to recovery.
That's okay. First step to recovery. Now talk to me.
Yeah, so you know, I don't beat, you know, diets down people's throat.
Right.
Because everybody got their own lane and their own timing. I just try to let people know, be mindful, because if you complaining about a certain health issue,
Yeah.
and I know about it, you know, that's my duty to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Why you doing this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, man, you know, that's my duty, and I love doing that.
You know what? I respect that, really, because if you're gonna complain about it and you still doing the same thing, don't complain.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's real. And you know,
Absolutely.
That's and I do complain. You know what I'm saying?
See
So
what I'm
I gotta
saying?
get it together.
See what I'm
You know what I'm saying? But we know that this is one of your many
Absolutely.
vices
Absolutely.
and many strands of wealth.
Absolutely.
And go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You
Well,
finish?
no, I mean, I know what you're thinking, so you know what I'm thinking. So go ahead and say what you're
So
saying.
you know, Drake's Fitness, you know, ended up leading me to do other things.
Absolutely.
You know? And you know, before I say that, I like to say this. You know, before you want to jump to different, you know, ways of living, should I say, or ways to gain finances, you want to master one.
Yeah.
You know, because a man of many talents is a master of none.
Right.
So you want to remember that. So, you know, I did Drake's Fitness for a long time. You know, I look at it like callings more of than talent. You know, if God tell me to do something, you know, that's another thing. Like I'm big on, you know, my spiritual belief. You know, and if God tell me, you know, to do something, you know, I'm gonna do it. And you know, I had a car wash. You know, Drake's Quality, you know, Detailing. You know, I run that. And I have a transportation service now, you know, Drake's Drake's Executive Transportation. Excuse me. So, you know, I do transport and anything that I can connect with people. That's kind of really like what I chase. You know, I love people more than money. So, you know, if
making
God
them
tell me
happy,
to do, absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
Now that
absolutely.
when you got and that I'm gonna take that all the way back to when you say you're from the north.
Absolutely.
That's the north coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're not rude.
Right.
You yes ma'am, no.
Used to be.
But guess what?
Used to be.
What happened? You done grew back into what you was taught
Absolutely.
earlier.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So now that we older, we
You
know.
to do better. Come on.
Well, of course.
Yes, sir.
Because you know you can't just sit up here and just try somebody and ask them to work with you.
No.
No. But and I wanted to come back to that north thing because I'm from the north too.
Mm-hmm.
Where you from?
I'm from Mississippi.
Oh man, that's where
Hattiesburg.
my dad
That's
from.
still
Hattiesburg.
South. That's
That's where my
South.
dad from.
Hattiesburg.
That's South.
Daddy from
My dog started that. But
Greenwood.
wait, hold on. But this is what I'm gonna say. Don't say we the South.
Y'all the South.
We no, don't do that. Cause we
Y'all the
know.
South, brother.
Man, I don't like that.
Y'all under the
I mean, it is the
Dixon,
South.
man.
We the South.
Y'all under
We the
the
South.
Dixon, man.
We the South.
Okay, but let me ask. Okay, since we talking about this real quick,
All right.
what's considered the dirty South? What state is considered the dirty South?
Really, Georgia. That's the dirty.
The deep South.
Georgia.
Georgia, Miami. You know.
Thank you. See, people. This is what I'm saying. People forget that Florida is South too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like people consider the South like the border regions. They may even throw Tallahassee in there. People think Tallahassee ain't even a part of Florida.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Florida is the South.
Yeah.
We the Southest of all South.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida South, period.
You don't
Right.
You don't get no south
You can't go no further than that.
Right, you can't go no further
You
than
can't go
that.
no further than that.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But they always, you know, y'all, you know what I'm saying though? They always, cause the first thing they say is Georgia.
Right.
What's the deep South? Georgia.
But what they consider Houston?
Houston?
No, it's the
That's the
Georgia
South.
traditions though.
But-
That's why
but-
they say that.
Houston is more west. It's going like
They consider
Midwest.
South though.
But they consider South Midwest.
Right.
I just made something up, didn't I?
Yeah.
But that's what the podcast is about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? South Midwest.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
It made sense though, cause it's down about the South Midwest.
New Orleans feel like they the South.
They the South, right? They argue that they the
You know what I'm
South.
saying?
Alabama argue that they the South.
They are the South.
South Carolina.
You know, and we look at them like that's the North.
Come on, man, y'all north, bro. We say that. I tell them all the time, y'all up north, man.
That's North.
Y'all north because they get it twisted because of our tropical weather.
Yeah.
And I tell people, to enjoy really Florida, you got to come down past Gainesville.
Yeah.
If you really want to get that tropical Florida weather,
Gotta leave the cold.
you right, because even that's up north to us.
Right.
Yeah, some parts of Florida don't even have palm trees.
That's
You
right,
go too far up,
right.
They ain't got palm trees.
That's right.
You
You
right.
got to come down. Yeah.
So that's just a little history, man. I just wanted to tap in on. I thought that was a real good discussion because my mind be wondering too. I listen to different quotes, but back on the track, man. So you was mentioning to us that you have a transportation business.
Absolutely.
I think transportation is awesome, bro.
Oh yeah.
transportation is what connect people. You got to connect them. People leave from home to job, home to store,
Right.
back to home. That's connecting.
Right.
You're making people's day easy.
Right.
How stressful is the transportation
man.
business?
Oh man, very stressful.
Yeah.
You know, especially, you know, the type of transportation I'm in. I'm not in like from the grocery store to to your house, you know.
Right.
I'm more like the airport, you know,
Okay.
from a wedding to an event, you know,
Right.
more out of town, you know,
Like,
things
so
like that.
can I slide Sprinter?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we working with a Sprinter.
Yes,
With all
absolutely.
that, come with all the amenities.
Right.
I mean, all the bells and whistles.
Right. Yes.
How can they? If they want to book the Sprinter in the Bay Area?
727-400-1192, man. You know, Drake's executive
Lock him in.
transportation. We will get you there the luxury way. You know, 727-400-1192. You know, we're available at your doorstep. Red carpet if needed. You know, homecoming events,
Right.
airport shuttles. You know, college tours. You know, dinner with your wife, dinner with your husband. You know, special. You know, Valentine's
Shopping
events.
spree.
Yes.
Well,
Hey, if
we'll
that's what you
get you
want to
there.
do. Whatever.
Yeah, not me though. I
Luxury.
ain't got no spree.
It's another luxury way. Yeah, you know, it's you know, and like I say, you know, one thing at a time.
Right.
You know, it's
Well-
not all easy. You know, it's definitely tough.
One thing you noted, you know, about having a lot of trades. You mastered this one.
Absolutely.
So being that you mastered this one, and that's just like I tell anybody else. Take care of home first.
Absolutely.
Once you take care of home, then you can start
Work yourself
moving your
up.
tip. You're right.
Work
Because the Lord gonna want, because he gonna make sure that
Oh,
that
yeah.
main thing.
Oh yeah.
If it's fit for you to slide and do, and
Oh, yeah, other
he
things.
gonna put it out there.
Yeah, that's what I. You know, a lot of young people don't want to start from the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Too slow.
I feel like the 80s babies in the early 90s, we was kind of like the last generation of like real morals, ethics, and values. You know, not everybody, I'm not putting that on everybody, but it's like a large percentage, you know, to know like, listen, you know, if this man got it, let him eat, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be happy for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Start from the bottom, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to be broke.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that, man. Listen, it's okay to be broke.
It's okay.
You gotta
Yeah,
start.
I want to say that again. It is okay to be broke, man. You know, because being broke in your pockets and being broke minded is two different things.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? As long as you're not broken, you know, minded, because the opposite of rich is what?
Poor.
Okay, so it's no in between.
Never.
You got $1 million?
No.
I ain't got $1 million yet.
We're poor.
We're poor.
That's right.
Sorry to say that. Now, do we pay our bills?
Of course.
Are they on time?
Of course.
Sometimes they late.
Absolutely.
That's the average, you know, life, you know. So once people figure that out, you know, that it's stages of life, you know, you don't want to jump off into that water of being rich, because it can drown you.
Yeah.
You know, and me and my brothers and my cousins, you know, we had a taste of the streets, and you know, I was fortunate enough to, you know, have a lot of things and do a lot of things, and
Right.
you know, I paid the price in certain ways, and I lost, you know, family members, and I lost homeboys and things like that, and you know, none of that stuff mattered. I would rather trade everything that I had, you know, for lives that was lost. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I let people know, listen, get a job, work. You know what I'm saying? Be on somebody's pay schedule, because when you become a boss, you will know how to treat someone else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. Anybody can, you know, get $1 million or get a few million, and you know, become a boss. But hey, how you gonna treat people?
Right. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry about that.
No, you good.
Sorry about that, y'all. Take one.
Mic check.
No, you good. Keep going.
Yeah, so you know, that's just very important. You know, starting from the bottom, being broke, knowing how to save your money.
Right.
You know, it's very important knowing how to save your money. You know, not being flashy, you know, before you know it's your time. You know, listen, the same Jordans that was out when I was a kid,
Yeah.
you can go get them right now. You go
Right
get them right
now.
now. So I had to learn stuff like that, and I fell victim to that for a long time.
Right.
You know, want to go shop and, you know, feeling like, man, I ain't had that, so I want to go get this, and you know, we fall victim of it, but you got to shake it.
You do.
You got to shake it. So that's all a part of fitness. You know what I'm saying? Knowing like, listen, your time gonna come.
Discipline.
You know,
Yeah.
discipline yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's meant to stay home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
real.
meant to stay home because you save gas.
That's real.
You out of the way. You know, it's a lot. So, you know, it's okay. You know, and that's what I'm about.
You know, being that I love what you just ran down. You ran down so many different scenarios. But it's one thing I really want to touch on, you know, because I know we're rocking out in this
Let's do
thing. You were saying that you would give anything to bring back someone you really care about.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh man, a few man.
So
the list goes on.
the one individual that we definitely want to lock in is on the young lady, the tragic incident,
Oh yeah.
you know, that happened going up the 275 ramp.
Oh yeah. Oh man, very touchy. Very
How was the
touchy
babies?
subject.
Let's work out with us.
You know,
How the
one day at a
babies?
time.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
That's
You know,
good.
one day at a time. God is good. You know, I won't wish it on nobody. You know?
Right.
It's a tough subject. You know, it's somebody I knew for a very long time. You know, and it's never easy when you lose somebody, but you know, especially in that way.
Right.
But man, you just gotta kind of manage. You know.
You gonna say her name? You gotta speak.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Katisha, shout out to my daughter's mom.
T-Baby.
You know, T baby, long live T baby.
Definitely.
You know, man, she forever. You know, my heart. You know, the T stand for Terrence, baby, for life. You know, so yeah, man.
You know,
Long live T baby.
the thing about that is that I remember hearing that story. You know, and it just saddened me. You know, because you know, only the Lord knows when it's our time.
Oh yeah.
Right. You know, from day to day, you don't know what tomorrow.
And so, you know, she's in a better place to where there's no more harm. She don't have to go through this sickness. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So the only thing that we need to do and that we can do is continue to spray her name.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. And you know, I'm teaching my daughter. You know, if we ain't crashed yet, you know, we should be good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And every day it's a struggle. You know, we both, you know, seeking counseling. You know, I'm not ashamed to say that.
It's not wrong with that. You know,
yeah,
that
absolutely. Need it.
you know, it's some. And me and I was talking to this young lady about that today.
Absolutely.
You know, African Americans,
Yeah, man. We need to.
we
do
think it's crazy to go to see a therapist. You know what I'm
Gotta do
saying?
it.
But
it. Gotta
I
do
think
it.
that
Gotta
hey,
do it. My big brother, man.
for
he-
real.
To my left, that's why he here with me right now. My big brother literally is like, you know, my therapist, man. My big brother, you know, shout out to him, man. My
Right.
big brother just did like 14 and a half years
Shout out.
feds. You know what I'm saying? My brother been home a year. You know, my brother look good. He
For sure.
handsome, you know, healthy.
For sure.
You know, you don't even know my brother, you know, did that type of time. But, you know, we use that as a stepping stone. And
For sure.
shout out to him because my brother was like the same, you know what I'm saying? Every day on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, you know, Kiki know. Shout out to Kiki, man. She been knowing me for a long time. I wasn't this guy. You know, I was considered, you know, like a bad guy at one point. You know, just lost. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find my way. And you know, through my brother Bid, man, my brother would be calling me and just getting on me and you know, just staying the course. And it was like my brother was really at school.
Right.
It was like he wasn't even away. He wasn't even at prison. He was in prison. You know, so. You know, we didn't have the best relationship when he was locked up, you know, because he went when I was young, you know, but over the years, you know, I took a lot of advice from my brother, and man, when I tell you, man, my brother just, he just amazing. He an amazing guy, and, you know, my other brother too, my middle brother, you know, my little cousins is very important to me. My little cousin here with me right now, Frank Prism, you know, I love my cousins because, you know, when I get in dark areas, you know, I call them, you know, and I'm not ashamed to say it. It's days I cry. You know, I'm not ashamed to say it. You know, men cry.
For sure.
You know, if you a real man, you gotta know, like, you gotta cry. You know, let it out. But you know, and they hear that, and you know, sometimes, you know, they just really like, you know, hear that, and I appreciate that.
That's real.
You know?
You know, and guess what? Through the bad, you got good.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Let's celebrate, fellas.
Come on.
You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Because we go through so much heartache. You guys are moving prosperous. You got hashtag Drake Fitness.
Absolutely.
Right.
You got your mini businesses.
No train, no game.
Everybody doing good. Big bro out.
Oh, yeah.
Let's celebrate.
Oh yeah,
It's the time.
that's
I'm
why
a
we
little-
came. Oh yeah, that's why we
You know
came.
what I'm saying?
Shout out to 3 in the Hole, man.
Definitely,
Podcast.
man.
That's what we do.
Definitely
Shout out
3
to
in the
3 in the
Studio
Hole.
88.
Yeah,
For
that's
real.
what we
Studio 88 too.
do. Absolutely. Studio 88. We in here, Oye Productions.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So I know that you got a team.
Oh yeah.
How can people reach you as far as personal fitness?
Oh man, different ways, many different ways. Of course, you know my number, you know, of course, but you know I got Instagram. You can reach me, Drake's Personal Fitness. You know, on Facebook, Drake's Personal Fitness. You know, my number 727-743-2700. You know, I've been doing this for 13 years. You know, I can't believe,
13 years.
13.
That's a blessing.
13 years.
Yeah.
January be 13 years,
That's real.
man. And I look back and be like, wow. You know, I
You're a
remember
master.
the day I started it, and
Yeah.
you know, different people laughed at me, and
For real.
I kind of laughed at it too. You know, I didn't take it serious.
Right.
You know, I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out,
Right.
and you know, my friends that I was around then, you know, they didn't really see that. You know, it's hard for young men to see, you know, a bright future in a positive lane. You
Yeah.
know, all men, you know, all different races. You know, it's harder for a man. It just is. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, yeah. But you know, all men. I don't want to just narrow it down to black men. You know, all races. You know, of course, you know, it's harder for us. You know what I'm saying? But man, period. You know, we just looked at it as like, you know, you should have it all together. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You shouldn't cry.
Right.
You shouldn't be weak. You know what I'm saying? You know, you should have all the money. You know, and I was just talking to my homie the other day. You know, I was actually watching a podcast, and I seen some women say, you know, if they meet a man, one of their challenges is like to see if he a good man or not. You know, they'll tell him, you know, I'm at the nail shop, and they'll wait for him to say, I'm gonna cash out you. You know what I'm saying? And if a man don't cash out him, you know, you not real.
You ain't no real.
I'm like, oh,
Is that's what it is
that's the
now?
new generation.
So that's a test now?
Yeah, you know,
I'm at the nail shop, babe. I'm gonna see you when you
man,
get home.
You know, I don't even know you.
I got cash on me. You feel me?
Yeah, and,
I got cash on me.
if you know the person, you know what time it is. You ain't really gotta ask him if he got money.
Right.
You know what time it is. Consistency, you know, gonna let you know. You know who you dealing with.
But you know what though? Them little girls though.
Yeah, I mean, no, it be women.
Them little girls.
It be
That's the
little girl.
mentality.
Absolutely.
Because if you got a soldier, she ain't even gonna have to play with you.
Absolutely.
You know, and
Absolutely.
if you real with her, she ain't even. You just gonna be like, babe, your fingers looking bad. Here go a couple dollars.
Absolutely.
So all that trickery, trick or treat, baby.
Yeah.
That was last week.
But you know, sad
I'm
to
sorry,
say,
y'all.
man,
I got into my feelings.
that's the generation, man.
When I know you over there, start laughing.
But you know, I look at it like
Yeah.
this. You know, you get what you ask for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You do.
You know, hey, if that man want to send it, that man send it, and I have done it. You know,
Me too.
hey, you know, I have done it. You know,
but this is the
immature days. You know, I've done it, but it ain't something you test nobody on, because I feel like a woman wouldn't want us to ask them, you know, to manicure us. You know what I'm saying?
I
Hey, you know,
just did it the other day.
you know,
Yeah.
I just did it.
Oh man, hey, it happens. It happens. It happens.
I ain't wanna, cause I knew he was.
It happens.
Yeah.
But and you know what though?
It happens.
Cause and listen though, everybody don't think it's a game.
Is it your lady?
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah, no.
It happens. It happens.
This is what I'm gonna say though. Everybody deserves to be happy,
Absolutely.
and money is one of the strongest ways for you to express in a human's eye.
Right.
That also goes back to Cain and Abel.
Mm-hmm.
Money is not always the best. Sometimes
No.
it can just be a flower.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And people, and they have really
lost sight.
the sight of just one flower.
Yeah. And you know, again, that's what I represent. I'm here to really like let people know, you know, because a lot of young, you know, men again is like caught up in like the rap industry, and you know, nothing against the rap industry, nothing against, you know, if people want to be a rapper or anything like
I was
that.
gonna say, you know, we do trapping and rapping.
Yeah, you know, nothing against that, but I do want to let people know, you know, that's not the only way. You know what I'm saying? That's not the only way. And a lot of young men feel like, you know, man, I can just be a rapper and make it and get out. So you really hiding what your true calling is. You know what I'm saying? So it's more to life than that.
Yeah.
It's more to life than that. You know, we all can, you know, rap and do things like that. But listen, your calling may be.
Do you understand why
Absolutely.
a jit would say that?
Absolutely, I do.
Because do you see the temptation that's put before these jits each and every day? Dirty diaper, snot. If you look at the TV, this man on here talking about, you know, Louis and
Absolutely.
And I'm talking about little babies.
From man not being raised with a real man in his life.
That's real.
Oh yeah, that's where it starts.
That's real.
That's where it starts. But you know, you still gotta persevere. You know, my mama was tough. You know, again, shout out to my mama. My mama was tough. My mama was tough. She ain't play the radio with us.
Man, you know what, man? We locked out. We've been locking out on this thing for a little minute. This is what I got a vision. We're gonna do a part 2.
Got to.
But the part 2 is gonna be with our camera guy on the Sprinter.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Take him for a ride.
And what we'll do, we'll let y'all know what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do something special. You know what I'm saying? We'll cap some footage like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something special. Real soon. Part 2. You know what I'm saying? We could, you know what I'm saying, ride through the city and go to where we grew up at and, you know what I'm saying, lock into the city.
Definitely.
All right? So, man, you know what? It's been a pleasure having y'all boys
Hey
on
man,
the
shout out
podcast,
to
man.
3 in the hole, man, all day,
Drake
man.
Fitness, man.
Drake Fitness and 808
Listen, help
Studio.
as well.
808 Studio. 808 Studio.
Studio 88.
Studio 88. We got the boys with the cameras. Man, listen, we locked in tonight, y'all.
Let's do it.
Man, we got cameras. We got,
Oh yeah.
man, we camera down tonight. Trapping and rapping. I'm sorry, y'all. Edit that.
Yeah.
Fresh Friday.
Fresh Friday.
Fresh Friday. Fresh Friday networking Fridays.
That's what we doing.
That's what we want. Each and every Friday, we want the best entrepreneurs. We want all the smoke in the city. We want,
Yes,
listen.
sir.
Each one teach one, man.
That's right.
Hey, I want to say, man, shout out to Rod Wave. You know, he doing this thing, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to Rod Wave, man. A lot of, you know, black men, man. We look at people blowing up, man, and try to stir away from the man that got the hot hand. Right. And Rod Wave, man, that man is doing his thing from the city. You know, he putting on for St. Pete, man. So shout out to Rod Wave. I don't know him personally. Yeah. You know, I know people that know him. Right. And his daddy, you know, I know his daddy Fats. You know, I used to work out with him. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to, you know, anybody that got dreams, man, and just trying to chase your dreams, man. You know, don't give up. You know, life gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, you know, wake up and know the blitz gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how life is, you know. But you gotta roll with it. You know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to talk about it. You know, that's the key. You know what I'm saying? Tell somebody, you know, tell a friend. You know, a lot of people do talk too much, so you wanna be careful, you know, who you tell. But find that, you know, that person that you trust, man, and just, you know, let it out, man. And,
that, you know, I'm so happy you said that too, because I want him on the show. I want Rod Wave on the show.
Oh yeah, man, Rod, man, come on, let him, man.
For real, please,
3 in the
man,
hole,
bless us, man.
Right
We ain't going nowhere, dog. I'm finna tell y'all, man, we are not going nowhere.
Oh yeah.
We here.
We're gonna make it big, man.
Definitely.
Like I say, this is one of many. And,
Yes.
It's great to be here.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all boys, man.
Come on out,
St.
man.
Pete,
3 in the hole,
Absolutely.
definitely big bro,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
Good having y'all, man. We're
Absolutely.
gonna take a picture, man. Fresh
Absolutely.
Fridays.
Let's do it.
Make sure y'all lock into the channel, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, comment, and share that thing, man. We did another episode of Fresh Fridays. We got my boy Drake in the building
Absolutely. Yes,
with
sir.
the team.
That's me.
Make sure y'all lock into his hashtag Drake Fitness.
Drake's Fitness.
Make sure y'all lock
Instagram,
into that.
727-743-2700. Listen, Drake's Fitness stands for more than just fitness, man. You need your kid mentor.
That's real.
You know, somebody to talk to for your kid. You need somebody to train. You know, lose weight, gain weight, strength and conditioning, speed coach. I'm your guy, man. Hit me up.
Booyah!
Drake
Yes, sir.
Fitness, man.
We out of here.